Module 1, Coding and Programming Skills. Lesson 7, Version Control. Manage and organize the code is important when working with complex programs, with several programmers, and/or with software that evolves along time. Version control systems, VCS, record the changes over time to files, allowing to revisit specific versions of specific files or of the project as a whole. These systems facilitate collaboration between programmers, track changes among file versions, allow and facilitate the rollback to previous stable versions, and ensure code stability. When working with VCS to perform the version control of a programming project, there are several concepts that must be known. Repository, a storage location where all project files are stored. Commit, fundamental unit of change. It represents a snapshot of the project at a specific point in time. Branch, a separate line of development within a repository. Merge, the process of combining changes from one branch into another. Pull request, PR, a mechanism when changes want to be merged into the main branch. Tag, it is used to label a specific commit because of its importance. Version control systems can be classified into two main types. Centralized VCS have a single central repository. These systems have the advantage of allowing a centralized control. Its configuration is simple. The disadvantages are having a single point of failure and not being scalable when the number of developers increases. Distributed VCS are characterized by each user having their own local version of the repository. It eases to perform branching and merging operations and to work offline. Their main disadvantage is that the learning curve is steeper for distributed than for centralized VCS. Despite of that, distributed VCS are the preferred for code developers. A typical workflow when working with distributed VCS involves several steps or operations. Initialization and clone operations prepare the VCS in the local machine. When working on it, add and commit operations are employed while working in the local repository and push and pull operations when iterating with the remote repository. Finally, branching allows to work on a new line of the project independently and, after that, merging it back into the main branch. Centralized VCS workflow involves similar operations, but without considering the tasks associated with the distribution of the repository, making it a simpler workflow. Some good practices to be considered when working with VCS are: commit often. Frequent and small commits make easier to track changes, understand their objectives, and revert them if necessary. Use descriptive commit messages to give context for other members of the team and also for the developer when reviewing their work in the future. Use branches properly. It is important to isolate changes, experiment with new ideas, collaborate on features, or solve bugs and problems in the project without affecting the stable version of the program. Review code. It is important to ask for a pull request before merging changes into the main branch to identify potential issues, improve the quality of the code, and ensure matching with best practices and coding standards. There are a wide variety of VCS that are employed in the industry and by the software development teams. Apache Subversion is the main example of centralized VCS. It is an open-source software that can be used under the Apache license. Git is a distributed VCS released in 2005 by Linus Torvalds, and it is the most widely used VCS by software developers by far. Mercurial is a distributed VCS alternative to Git, characterized by its simplicity and ease of use. Finally, GitHub is not really a VCS, but a platform built around Git that provides hosting for Git repositories and adds features such as issue tracking or project management. GitHub is a very popular platform among developers, and one of the reasons of the popularity of Git.